Alright, so the last video I have here, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and start coloring. And then, I'm going to take a break, I think. Take a bit of an early break, it's fine. Oops. I'm trying to do this without having to lean over. Okay, I thought I could see my thing, I can't. Okay. Okay, so this next video is Alana. SmugAlana. I've been watching her stuff for a bit now. I started watching her stuff for a bit. Starting to kind of grow. So there's another newer. She's a VTuber. She does stream and then just reseller content. She's just kind of like Asmongold in a way. But this one is talking about the game industry and how they're kind of scared of Asmongold. So again, I'll be linking video, and I also for everyone in the chat because I haven't been. I'll just go ahead and I'll go back and post all the links to all the videos in case you want to check them out on your own. Yeah, let me switch back here and let's go ahead and start. Asmongold is someone else I also watch. So
corporations are scared of me. What's this about? 3, 2, 1, boom.
David Vara says corporations are scared of critical YouTubers. Oh wow.
Hele, já jsem i slyšel, že oni fakt mají hrůzu z těch jako hate tuberů, řekněme.
They're really afraid of the YouTubers, and also like so
Asmongold a tak.
Asmongold, he actually name dropped him and critical drinker. What the frig?
Oh wow.
Mention
yeah, because
name.
Wow.
Začali critical drinksy a různý takovýhle lidi, Asmongoldi a tak, který vlastně začali ten velký průmysl jako kritizovat. A mně to přišlo, že je takový niše, že vlastně jako dobře, on má třeba 1 milion sledujících, ale to prostě mají nějaký dopad, ale rozhodně to není, že na to nekoukají všichni.
That's crazy.
I don't think that corpos are afraid of me. I am very small in comparison to Asmonbaldi. But
Asmonbaldi
he has an impact on a certain demographic. Being white single men, I would say large majority, maybe like a few girls and here and there. But like, I'm just saying, I think he genuinely has an impact.
He does. That's not. Yeah, no, he does for sure. He's a really big streamer. He's one of the biggest ones. So yeah, he definitely has a lot of. He definitely can sway people. There's people that get swayed by the things he says. You know, he's just speaking truth, honestly.
Mají ty společnosti hrůzu, to fakt má vliv. Jako, že oni opravdu, když někdo to takhle řekl, jako o té hře, jako ještě
well, to an extent, I mean, I guess. Let me rephrase. He speaks truth if you believe it's the truth. You know what I mean? Like he's just very blunt and just says what he wants to say. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll read the transcript for it after this.
A hlavně to je prostě neudržitelné, jak to ty korporáty dělají. A když si jenom vezmeme, oni opravdu vyráběli hry, které byly pro nikoho. Oni jako a oni to i říkali, že když
you're famous, you got a lot of people talking about you. Well, it's the videos are popular, man.
Tak prostě vlastně jim ty
By the way, Asmon's videos criticizing video games sometimes get like up to like 2 to 3 million views after a couple of days. Some of them pop off even harder.
Because that's just kind of like the content that people want to see. And unfortunately, people want their own opinions on video games validated, and it always tend to kind of line up with what Asmon says, and so that's why people like Asmon on top of everything else. I tried not to fall in that rabbit hole of like trying to validate my own opinion, and I watch these people not because of their opinions or not actually I'll take it back, not because I'm trying to validate my own opinions. It's just I want to compare my opinion with their my opinion with their opinion on something, and like I won't know until I see the video. Like, oh, they're talking about this. Oh, cool. Let's go and take a look at it, and I'll just watch it or listen to it while I'm working on something. But yeah, oh yeah, that's why. Okay, I was like, why is that doing that? Yeah, overall, I do enjoy the content as well.
You can't even argue that he doesn't have an impact. He genuinely does.
Já si říkají, že jsou blbí a že to není hra pro ně, že jo, což je vlastně úplně jako bizár, když
This is
jako...
Polish,
So they are
right?
talking
Yeah.
explicitly about me.
Yeah, that sounds about Polish.
And also apparently the critical drinker.
Based Poland.
And so let's
Oh,
see
Czech?
what
Oh, I thought it was Polish.
this was translated from. What is said in the
Next to
clip.
Poland,
Listen,
okay. Thank you.
I've even heard that big
Oh, is it not
developers and
Polish?
companies are really scared of hate tubers.
Hate tubers! What do you mean, hate tubers? Having an opinion is
What do you
hate?
Man,
What do you mean?
Bro.
that's what they call them? Is that it? Hate tubers? Yeah, well, these guys.
It's called having an opinion, and it's like I think they're. Okay, so the issue here, the issue here, is that they give an opinion, and I think they're not looking at the bigger picture here. Is that they're not hate. Like they're not doing it for hate. They're not doing it just to be like, fuck this game. Everyone needs to know. Fuck this game. Blah blah. No, they're generally saying I don't like this game, and unfortunately it happens a lot. It's just called having an opinion. At the end of the day, they're having an opinion. Unfortunately, it always seems to be a negative opinion because they legit think it's a negative. They legit think negatively of the game, whatever. If there was better games, they would be doing it less. Like, come on. What are we doing here?
So these guys, if people don't know, these guys are the ones that are making Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh, shit!
And so, like, they're not saying that about me. They're saying that other people in the industry think that.
And they do talk, by the way. For those that doubt that they don't talk, video game companies, even if they're making separate games, they do mingle and talk in like cons or like just general communication. So if they're talking about Asmongold and like other people, for example, I don't know who, but if they're talking about him like that and like passing, it means they're kind of terrified, I think.
And the kind
He's
of guys
hated, man.
who started criticizing Critical Drinker, Asmongold, and others who started criticizing big companies. And I thought it was so niche. Okay, this is me. Asmon's got a few million followers. His videos have some impact, but it's definitely not what everybody's watching. True.
Yeah, it's a very niche bracket.
And now I found out from some people that companies are really terrified of them, and it's having an impact. And then when someone starts to critique the game and the corporate world, that it does have an impact. And it's unsustainable how these corporations do it.
What's that Star Wars quote? Like, it's afraid. Like, the kid walks up to it and he's like, I can tell it's scared, it's afraid. Yeah, they're shaking in their boots, chat. They're terrified.
What
Was it
I don't remember
Starship
this.
Troopers?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't know. I never watched Starship Troopers. I just saw clips of it.
So I don't remember that happening in
yeah,
Star
but-
Wars.
I can tell it's afraid.
Considering how they've now made games that nobody wanted, and they even said it when these gamers started complaining that they didn't like it and they didn't want that kind of game, and the developers started telling them that they were stupid and that it wasn't a game for them, which is completely bizarre that you're insulting your own customers. So they're
that's normal though.
they're worried about the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. Good. I view this as a responsibility. I try to be as fair and critical as I can be and authentic. Now,
That's fair.
sometimes this rubs people the
Yeah, and honestly, here's the other thing too: is that like he does give a chance. Like he'll even play like fuck. He plays Star Wars Outlaws. He played it, and he still thought it was trash. At least he played the game. The same thing with fucking Star Wars Theory. Same thing. He could have just said fuck that. They could have just said fuck that and not play Star Wars Outlaws, but they played it anyways. And that right there tells you that it is a valid opinion They did not like it. It sucked. and it's funny too because they knew going in that it was gonna suck. They just knew. Like I knew it was going to suck when I saw it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not playing it. They're better than me. They actually played it and still thought it sucked. I just didn't want to waste my time, so I didn't. I just didn't play. I was like, I'm not wasting my time. They only did it because they could further content. You know, I can get away with not playing it. I have plenty of other things to do for content, so I just didn't play it. And I saw people play it, and that's the other thing too. I checked out gameplay. I watched people play the game, just to make sure that, oh, you know what, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is good. I'll at least go watch other people play it to get a better opinion of, okay, maybe I can just at least give this a try myself. No, I watched people play the game after it came out. It was so garbage. I was like, nope, okay, good. I didn't waste my money. I didn't waste my time. The least I wasted was just watch people play. I don't even consider that wasting time. I don't.
The wrong way.
Well, yeah, because there's people who disagree with everything and they're
Keep forgetting to do this.
I have
Sorry.
chat disagree with me too. Like, I think that's completely normal.
I'm getting
and
getting
fair,
used
as
to
long as
hitting
you're
this
being
button
critical.
and then hitting this button. So
People don't like what my opinions are.
bad
That's
streamer.
fine. But at the end of the day, I will do my best to be as authentic as possible. And so if you bring out a shitty game, there will be a YouTube video about it.
Fair.
That's right. It will happen. And
People don't should pay Asmon not to like criticize.
What was that?
That's how he
Alana.
would make money.
Alana,
Instead of a
sorry.
sponsorship,
Wow.
he takes them, every once in a while, but they should pay him not to. You don't want me to make a video about you? Okay, give me some money.
you will be farmed. And
will be
if you
farmed, he
think
says.
that, oh, well, that's not fair. Some people are going to be mean to our development team for it. Well, then delete your social media.
Babe,
Sucks to suck.
shut your
People
mouth.
are mean to me every day. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen and stop cooking.
True.
Log off. It's not going to stop. It's never going to
Look
stop.
at chat.
It would probably be a lot better if they just grew thicker skin, honestly. Just it's like they get so mad. It's like they don't understand they can't make everyone happy. They can't cater to everybody. There are people that like games that most people find shitty. There are like a handful of people that do. It's like they either get 100% or they don't get 100% and they get upset. It's like you get what you get and you deal with it. If most people don't like it, most people don't like it. You can't force them. You can't get upset. You can't get mad. You can't go on social media and be like, oh my god, oh, you such a gamers. You can't do that. You have to accept the fact. There we go. You gotta accept the fact that most people don't like your fucking game. There. Like, just get over it. You can't, because at that point, you're just complaining that every single person in the world likes it. It's the same thing with movies. It's the same thing with TV shows. It's the same thing with everything. Not everyone's gonna like your fucking game. Not everyone's gonna like your fucking movie. Not everyone's gonna like your. I'm sorry. It's like, it just kind of irritates me when it's at this point people are just they're going on social media and they're complaining because the 10 people over there didn't like, or rather the fucking 80 people over there didn't like it, and only the 10 people over here did. Okay, and maybe there's a reason. Do better next time. Do better.
Look at this
Everyone is
chat.
fair. Anyone is fair game. That's right. That's right. And so people like the people gotta eat. Too bad. Well, we gotta eat them sometimes. That's the way it is.
What I don't understand is that people that make, like, it's fine to not have social media and make a video game. You don't have to engage with the audience. Put out a product, and if people shit all over it, at least you don't have to see it. And people subject themselves to it too. And then they say, oh, fuck gamers. They don't get it. This game is way better than they think. You're just a hater.
The cope
Now,
is
they just don't
real.
like that you are.
Wait, was that Parsi? I just saw Parsi, one of our chatters.
Right. And so people like to be
Just like with my art, I'm doing this art right now, and I'm pretty sure there's a number of people that think my art sucks. Am I gonna whine and cry about it? No. No. Am I gonna go on social media and be like, oh, these fucking people, if I don't do fucking nude art or something, no one likes it. No. No, I get over it. I deal with it, and I have a game too. My game didn't do very well. Max, like, probably, like, I think, I don't know what the numbers are exactly. I think it was like I think like maybe 30 people checked out, or even 10 people checked out the game. Like, and it's just because it didn't get out there enough, unfortunately. But like, I know it's got problems. It was a solo-made game, and yeah, I probably could have spent another year or two on it and then brought it out, but I was like, no, I kind of want to move on. You know, I just want to put this out. I'll do the best I can in the time frame that I'm giving myself. You know, it's the same thing with everything. It's just like a piece of art. It's like, yeah, it's gonna get better the more you spend time on it, but then it's just never gonna get it finished because you're just trying to get it. It's like Duke Nukem Forever. It's like a lot of games that spend like 10 years, whatever, to get out, and majority of the time, like 9 out of fucking 10, it sucks. I'm sorry. So it's like you gotta have a cutoff time with this shit. But, you know, going back, it's like, okay, so like not many people played my game. That's on Steam right now, by the way, if you want to go check it out. But not many people played it. The Master Survival, sorry. There's a link and everything in the description if you're watching us on YouTube. There's an ad come up, I'm gonna snooze it. But yeah, so what I was trying to say is that barely anyone played it. I didn't get any kind of reviews on it. But I'm not gonna sit here and cry because only like a handful of people played it. I'm just not. I'm moving the fuck on. I'm working on a second game. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna figure out what I did wrong, and I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna push myself more to make a better game next time, and hopefully it does better. And if it doesn't do better, I'll move on again. Maybe move on to something else. I don't know. But I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it. I'll maybe get a little upset. It's upsetting, yeah. It's like because I gave myself high hopes. I think the problem is that people give themselves high hopes. They don't meet that expectation, and then they don't know how to handle it, and they just get upset and mad and cry. Just you know, be a little upset about it and then move on. Don't cry about it. Don't yell at people. Don't call them names. Because you know what? Here's the thing too. Here's the fucking thing too. And they've probably said this already. I know they've said this before. And they're probably gonna say it again in this video. What was I gonna say? No, it's gone. I'm sorry. Man, it was just in my head, and I was about to say it, and then it went. Boom. But yeah, just make the game and just be happy with what you get, dude. That's all I gotta say on this shit. Anyways, let's go back to the video. I'm pretty sure it'll pop back up and I'll say it later. Probably.
You gotta eat. Too bad. Well, we gotta eat them sometimes. That's the way it is.
I swear. Right there, see, I do watch chat. Come on, man. See, I notice things. That's funny.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. Oops.
Our smuggler.
Yeah, they just don't like that you are, period. Well, no, of course they don't like me because I'm a counterbalance to their power structure. So why would somebody want to have a counterbalance to their power structure?
Exactly. Like, people say that Asmongold is the tyrant that's like ruling over the video gaming sphere, but he's not a Giga Corpo. He's just a dude in a stinky old room that's dusty as hell with Wendy's chili on the ground, making video games and streaming almost every single day. Okay, come on. He's not some power hungry freak.
It wouldn't. So why would they want me
or
a person like me to exist? They don't. And so it makes sense. And so it's a circle of life. Yeah, exactly. And you're surprised devs stopped caring? Well, I don't think that devs stop caring. I think the guys that make Kingdom Come Deliverance care a lot. And that's why a lot of actual gamers are really excited for the game and they're looking forward to playing it. So I think this issue where like
Eastern Europeans.
oh, devs don't care or they don't like gamers. Well, maybe you shouldn't be in gaming. If you have this worldview that alienates you from a huge percentage of your audience, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. It's like if you're a vegan, you shouldn't go work in a steakhouse. It's that simple.
Cinema.
That's their problem? Yeah.
Cinema and now.
I think I remember what I was gonna say now. So what these people do is that they will get upset that somebody doesn't like their game or they talk bad about their game, and then they go on fucking social media, on Instagram and Twitter and all that bullshit, and they fucking call out those people and they're like, "Oh, these fucking gamers, these fucking blah blah blah." You're literally preventing your game from being played by these people. Maybe there's people that you're calling out that haven't even played the game or heard about the game. And then you call them names? That's bad. That is bad business. I don't know why fucking these companies allow that shit. They need to grow up. You know? I'm pretty sure that's what I was going to say earlier, but continue.
That's their... I don't give a fuck. Yeah, they're afraid because gamers are now opposing them. Yeah, if the developers go nuts, yeah, it's not my fucking problem. Why do these people who hate gamers make video games? Because they want to... The reason why that happens is because they want to change the games. They like, their goal is to come into gaming and then change it in a way that they want.
Yeah, I would say also the money that they get from grants is like really, really, you know, not gratuitous. No, that's not the word.
That's basically what's up.
Yeah, the money they receive from grants must be really, really nice because they're fleecing people. Like, for example, Sweet Baby Inc. I bet you they make millions of dollars. Even if split amongst like a small team, that's still a lot. That's still a lot of money.
It is a lot.
Do you think a percentage of dev sentiments are coming directly from orders from their superiors? No.
No.
I think that it's individual developers acting on their own. I think that anybody in a senior leadership position at any of these companies doesn't want to have anything to do with any of these social media debacles at all. I think they don't want to have, like, in their perfect world, like, if you're the game director or, like, the, you know, CFO of the company, the CFO's perfect world is that no employee has Twitter. When he goes to bed...
Based! Actually true! We talked about it. The guy that's losing his game studio because he made a shitty game is crying on Patreon because nobody's buying his game and now the studio's going under and he's begging for money. Just take it away. Let them fall, man. No one cares. Let them die. Not literally, but like, just let the studio die.
At night, and he dreams of his utopia. It is the utopia where not a single employee at the company has Twitter.
Based. That's
I believe
what I was saying
Yes,
earlier.
not even marketing. Well, the company itself has a Twitter account, but not the employees that work at marketing. Why do they need a Twitter account? That's it.
That's what I've been saying. And if you have a personal account, leave it at that. Like, I don't care. It's just that when you start, like, inserting the game into your personal opinions, that's when it becomes cringe.
Theater kids sneak in. They sure do. And so that's it. But the narrative is that all the companies are full of DEI and that's why all games are bad. Well, I don't say that in my videos. I mean, if you want to blame me for something that somebody else said, then I feel like you're kind of missing the point. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever
I
said
think
that.
in some cases there's like a DEI effect, sure. But to say that that's like always what I say, no, it's just not. I talk about things much more than that.
Just because there's a correlation doesn't mean there's a causation. There are games that are popular. For example, off the top of my head, Dead by Daylight is associated with Sweet Baby Inc. and it's still a popular game. That doesn't mean that there's an instant correlation, but there's definitely a pattern. Baldur's Gate 3, I don't know if Baldur's Gate 3 had any influence like that.
Only Dave Vera is a dev for Kingdom Come. In the clip, by the way, yeah, I don't know about the other guys. So yeah, Asmon and his Asmon followers, the whole world should be catered to me and my belief. Anything different is wrong because it's woke and DEI. That's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
That's correct. I'm going to advocate for what I want to see, and I'm going to push back on people who want to advocate against that.
And you want to bet someone clipped this out of context and probably took a big massive shit and said Asmongold is a tyrant. Him and his 400,000.
I thought he was actually being serious. Oh wait, no, he's joking.
Reddit's members are all neo-Nazis that want to change video games. My guy,
I'm sure she's right.
Asmongold, even though he has millions and millions of followers, or at least like a couple million followers, he's a small drop in the bucket, man. No. Yes, there's a large audience that watches him, but there's also an equally large, if not more large, audience that doesn't watch him or hates him.
Because if I don't do that, other people will do that to me. And that's how you lose.
True.
I'm going to advocate in my own self-interest. That's correct. It's funny, using your platform to push what you want and see from a consumer perspective is seen as being the worst person on earth. Yes. And the guy switched medication. Yeah. The dude from yesterday had shit evidence. The evidence was not great, to be fair. It wasn't. But yeah. Anyway, but I did also say that a lot of people were discounting him because of his appearance, and I think that's exactly what happened. But anyway,
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'll look at this in a little bit. But I'll finish this off and talk about this a little bit more. Is that the only one hate tuber saying your product sucks is harmless, really, even if they're as big as Asmon? No. This entire premise that I'm causing the hate is fucking retarded.
That's what I'm saying. People think that big number actually means that there's like a lesser amount that counteract. Most people don't watch Asmon. I've name dropped Asmon many times and people are like, who? And I'm like, well, that's okay. Like, you don't have to watch him. I'm just saying he's a popular guy.
And I'm going to prove it right now. So this is a video I uploaded, I guess it's like a few hours ago. And by I mean the editors uploaded. If you read the comments in this video, the majority of people in these comments are getting angry about me because I'm not covering the game and talking about it the way that they want me to.
And that's fine.
Like, you control industry PMS. Well, what I'm saying is that they're all mad at Bro's playing defense for his buddy. Every time there's miscommunication, always making money from it.
Is it fine, though?
Obviously biased, right? Everybody's saying that I'm biased. So,
oh, this is about Ashes of Creation. I can actually figure out what this means. Asmongold is very obviously biased on his topic for me to take any of his opinions on it seriously. I know exactly what this is about too. If this is an Ashes of Creation post and it was like, what, like Ashes of Creation sucks, he was probably saying like, oh, it's an indie developer and miscommunication can happen and they're best friends and Asmon gets sponsored. Yeah. That's probably what they were saying, and he probably said something along the lines of like, I don't know, if Blizzard did this, I would be shitting on them more. Which is rightfully so, because they're a AAA company and not an indie company. But I don't know the whole situation.
What is the point of me bringing this up?
Yeah.
The point of me bringing this up is to say that I do not control people's opinions.
Based.
If I say something is bad, and it is good, people will call me wrong.
Just like
That's
me.
just the truth.
Fair.
It's that simple. And all you have to do is read comments about videos that I make. The reason why these videos get popular is because people agree with them, not the other way around. Yeah, the impact of big streamers is huge. Reviews spread like wildfire.
Right, and that's what I was trying to say earlier, is that, like, he has just have a poll, but it's more of like, again, people are watching him to validate their own opinions, and so they hear somebody say something that they agree with, and it just automatically go, okay, I think the same thing, or that, or not even that too. Actually, now I think about it more, it's the people who need to validate their opinions and people who want leadership. They don't know how to think for themselves, and so they watch Asmongold, they watch other people, and they're like, yeah, okay, that's what I should do. Asmon thinks that, I'm gonna think the same thing, instead of thinking for themselves. I watch just because it's, you know, I'm one of the people who watch just because it's like entertaining, and I this is how I kind of get my news in a way, to figure out what's going on in the world and figure out what, all the internet drama, what's going on. I try not to cover it too much, because I try to be more of like a chill, you know, I try to make chill content, but you know, when it's stuff like this that just kind of irks me, and it's been irking me for a while, and that's why I kind of want to cover it. So we are going to finish this up.
Yeah, but if they're wrong and they don't resonate with an audience, they spread like wildfire in the wrong way.
I think it's also very healthy to have a YouTuber that you can also agree and disagree with. I don't agree with everything Kershay says, but it's interesting to listen to her reasoning and her deductions, and to come to, at least if we are coming to different conclusions, I can logically talk to her, or at least understand through watching her streams why she thinks the way that she does. I am not one-to-one, for example, with her in politics, and that's perfectly fine. And I hate that people
I don't think everyone's gonna be one-to-one.
The conclusion that maybe a streamer isn't like going to be like your perfect partner or your perfect ideal response in every single aspect of your life. I would be scared if you were. That's what I'm saying. It's just so annoying that people have this. I mean, it's not annoying. I guess it's kind of understandable, but like people need to like grasp that I don't agree with everything Asmon says. I've said multiple times, I've had situations where I'm like, Asmon, that was fucking dumb to say. You shouldn't have said that. And I'm not even talking about the big things. I've talked about the small things, like World of Warcraft even. But people can't understand that sometimes, and they think that that's like the end of the world for them, and they have to stop watching the streamer. I'll never understand that mentality.
You're allowed to your opinion, whether it's wrong or not. Yeah, sure. More people liked and disliked the video. Comments are not indicative. My point is that a lot of people do have that perception.
It's a discussion, man.
They do. And you don't control people by just making a video and then it mind controls them into thinking something. That's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
If game and movie companies really cared what hate tubers and customers for that matter thought, we wouldn't be in this mess today. Well, they do. That's why you see them, so many of them are pulling back on it. I think that you're probably going to see a massive...
They're pulling back because they're not making money. They value pushing an agenda above profits and would rather lecture than entertain. That is literally wrong, though.
Yeah, because it's like... They're the way that I see it, and this is me like not agreeing with them on this whole thing about how companies are the AI and everything, and how they're pushing back, they're pulling back. I don't think they're pulling back. I just think that they're trying to cover it up. Because look at Square, like Square Enix. You know, when we saw that they were removed from the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff, they're still kind of associated with them, I think. They're just trying to not publicly say that they're associated with them because they understand that it's making people upset because of Sweet Baby Inc.'s, you know, terrible decisions. So I think they're still working with them, just, you know, under the table. that's what I think. But I don't know. I'm not saying that's factory.
I just dropped something. I brought this example up yesterday about Saudi Arabia having Overwatch as an esport. They just censored the game for their audience because it's against their religion to be gay. So they changed Soldier 76 and Tracer and a couple of other characters. And the corporation that is Blizzard, that is supposedly super duper, we love gay people and it's an agenda and inclusivity and all this, they don't fucking care. It's just about money to them. Same with Riot Games, for God's sake. They censored a lesbian scene and nobody batted an eye except for a few like Twitter people. Yeah, like, you think they fucking care? They care about the bottom dollar. That's why they're pushing back.
A massive overcorrection away from that. Criticism can be harsher than hate, but it's never hate. Criticism is almost always like, actually hate and criticism are very, very linked. So yeah, exactly. If your opinion wasn't shared by a wide audience, they just wouldn't listen. Exactly. Yeah, the idea that people just listen to me and then just do whatever I tell them is just, it's stupid. It's not true. So if anyone still thinks we don't have an impact, check out the Avowed art director's Blue Sky. He hasn't posted a single thing since the drama. Oh, is that true? Let's pull it up. Sign in required. Oh God. This account is requested to users sign in to view their profile.
That's them hiding chat. Uh-oh.
What a little fucking bitch.
True.
Oh my God. Wow. He's right? Yeah. What a pathetic pussy. He is. There's a good chance that this guy's probably going to lose his job, and this, like, debacle he had will negatively affect his career for years.
Probably.
Like, I don't think that people understand how bad it is that he did that. And the reason why is because a lot of people got mad about it. And that's the power that you have as a collective. Is that if enough people get together, you can make this shit stop. And I think that's a really good example of it. Mm-hmm. You have Blue Sky, though? I don't. Actually, I mean, somebody I'm sure made a Blue Sky in my name. Sure, to take my name, sure. But it's not my account. It's not me.
Dude, Fart Sky is
he got
just
what he
something
wanted
else,
to live in
man.
the woods, I guess. Yeah, he probably
Fart
killed
Sky.
the game, even if the game is decent. Yeah, well, Avowed is another good example. When Avowed comes out,
I have Blue Sky. I don't see the problem with it.
actually, let me see. Can I do this? Oh, there's
doesn't
no
work.
cache. Google removed it. They removed they nuked this function. Oh, that's so annoying.
That's so cringe,
Yeah, they removed it like 2 years ago. I thought they only removed the triple dot cache. I didn't know that they removed the cache search on the toolbar. So yeah.
Of course they did, man.
Would have been faster just creating an account. Well, I don't know how to create an account for Blue Sky. I have no idea. Try incognito mode? No, because I don't have an account on incognito. So yeah, that's really how it
Classic.
is. And again, I do think that his remarks will negatively affect the game, and it will cost the company effectively millions of dollars. And
I mean, it's shown, by the way, this is another great example. Snow White, that movie that's coming out, and it's the trailer, that bombed. I don't think that actress helped at all. Again, sure,
No.
she's really pretty, and she probably does okay in acting. I do think that influenced it, at least to a modicum of a degree.
it's all because of people making negative YouTube videos about it. It really
It
is.
did not help.
And that's the
gasoline to the
power that
fire.
people have. So yeah, I'm not surprised that a lot of corporations are afraid of having this like negative publicity and negative hate. I think that they should be afraid, and I think that that's clearly the goal. The goal with me, and I'll make it very clear, the goal with me making videos like this is absolutely to influence the outcome and to change the way that people look at games.
Based.
That's clearly the goal. So if I do this, it's working. Hey, how about that?
Winners win,
That's great.
chat!
Do you think various remarks will positively impact Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Yeah. No hard feelings towards Warhorse? Well, I don't even know who Warhorse is. Is that the studio that made it? I have no idea. So yeah, we're activists too. Well, it's something that I feel like I obviously can make an effect in. Like bigger things I can't really make an effect in. I don't really care. But with this, I think I can. And I think a lot of people collectively can.
Okay, yeah. Winners win. Losers lose. Skill issue. If you really want to make a game and gamers aren't coming out the game, then sorry. Where are you gonna pull that money out of your ass to pay your employees? You get what you deserve!
Jesus. Alright, that was SmugAlana and Asmongold. Another reaction of a reaction. Definitely check that out. I'll go ahead and post the links to all the videos. But yeah, no, I'm gonna just repeat myself one more time. That yeah, people, game companies just need to they need to chill out. They need to accept that just because they have a game that's not popular or is getting like hate, that that they need to go on social media and cry about it. Just accept that people don't like it and move on. Like, it sucks. It sucks to suck. You know, we can't live in a world where everything's just perfect, everything's just liked. We can't live in that world. It doesn't work. Sorry. I wish it did. But it doesn't. yeah, I'll go ahead and post the video link for that, and go ahead and like, subscribe to this video.